What's the haps? I'm Morocco and welcome to Indian Sight. Today we're going to take a quick look at Istrolid by Treeform. Well, this is a strategy kind of game about building spaceships and fleets of spaceships from scratch. You go through and design the entire spaceship according to your entire own specifications and then send them into battle. Which sounds very familiar to a little game I covered on the channel a while back called Gratuitous Space Battles. Or at least its sequel. I covered Gratuitous Space Battles 2, and yeah, I mean, I suppose the primary difference one might immediately spot between the two is that Gratuitous Space Battles has a price tag on it, and this kind of doesn't. You're on the Steam page for this game. There's a free download button. You click it, install it, download it, play it. I have not spotted any microtransactions in the game so far anywhere, at least not obviously so. It doesn't appear to have anything of the sort. I have heard no reports that there are any. So how that works as a business model, I'm not rightly sure. Also, I think we actually do get, mechanically speaking, I think we do get to control the spaceships, where Gratuitous Space Battles was just very gratuitous in the spectacle, but you didn't really get quite, the degree of control over the spaceships. You just kind of gave them some general instructions and told them to go at it. Alright, yeah, spaceship building is an entertaining little hobby, so we're going to have a look at this. Settings, the controls are rebindable. For some reason it counts middle mouse as mouse 2, which I think most games and interfaces would normally count middle mouse as mouse 3. So that's a little backwards and confusing because I started clicking around with this before I started recording. And yeah, right mouse button is in fact mouse 3 in this interface. So that wasn't obvious off the bat, sure. Audio, all on separate sliders, on many different separate sliders. These are good things to see. Music, effects, and ambient volume, all separate. And then some miscellaneous stuff. Apparently, you can pretty much copy your profile to another computer via copy-paste, I guess? I don't know how that works, because you can't copy on one computer and then paste on another computer. That's not how copy-paste works. Maybe they just give you a text file that you can put on another computer and that's your profile. Neat little convenient-ish way to do it, I suppose, although Steam Cloud Saves exist, that's probably a better way to do it. Anyway, let us hop on in. Indian Sight is, as always, a 10 to 20 minute blind first impressions, because I've not played this at all. I've sort of had to mess around with the settings and looked at the things, but I've not played this yet, so we're hopping in pretty blind. So we need to make a spaceship. So we can make a spaceship by doing this. That was pretty straightforward. That was a lot simpler than I expected. I was expecting more engineering, to be honest. So we need to make a formation of ships, so we can grab that, and then a right mouse to move them. Wait, to move ships. Okay. I thought we were just sort of selecting a formation to begin with. No, they were strategizing. These ships must all move together. Yeah, okay. Now they move. Let's just get all of them. And am I moving you out over to this line? Pan with middle mouse button, indeed. So that's a nice neat little formation they got going on, sure. And we need to move over to a circle to capture it. Fair play. I have a feeling this is just going to be a simple, one of those very simple node-based things. Looking at it, so whoever holds the circle controls the spice and things, and therefore the galaxy. And then when we get close, I guess there will be a little bit of combat, otherwise why would there be spaceship building? So we're going to build different spaceships, which are going to have different properties presumably, but then I think all interesting resources are probably just going to be fly to circle. So move in range to attack these guys. Are these things like going to attack us or something? Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know what the thing is, but there are like... I was expecting them to be like maybe gun platforms around the area or something. Something we attacked and destroyed some of, but it's not immediately clear what those are. Victory! We've unlocked ship parts. Okay, cool. I can dig that. Light beam, 90-degree turret mount, scout thruster, the cheapest thruster available for the lightest possible ships, and a 2x1 reactor. It's not as pretty as Gratuitous Space Battles, but it is a free game. What do you want? So yeah, we're going for a very more minimalist kind of spaceship thing going on here. Do we get a next mission? Or do we just get a blue screen for a while? Menu? Commander? Lieutenant Commander, Captain Admiral? Is that a difficulty level? Presume it is. I'm not sure what's going on here. The game has stopped. Great. Okay, this is presumably what I was supposed to see. I had to reload the game to get that to appear, so that's a glowing recommendation to begin with. Okay, so we have presumably got to make our way through the Spiral Galaxy, and those are Torpman, the Pounder. Alright, they're boss fights, got it. The ones with the circles are noteworthy for having circles around them, apparently. So, I guess green is something we've done. Can we hop here? Okay, all ship parts must be connected. Let's put wings, which allow them to turn, and armor to give them more hit points. Okay. Wings. Where exactly do we put wings? Wings can go wherever, I guess. I guess it probably doesn't... I wonder if it matters too much at all. I don't know. Hard to tell. I don't know whether we're just going for a add the numbers together and see what we get kind of ship out of all of this, or if we're just going for... Oh, I have to build units now. Okay. With currency. It cost me $128 to build one and I have some money. Okay. We got those. Let's go get some circles. In fact, let's grab those, go get those circles. There we go, 4 to each. Yeah, that works. Okay. So I'm not sure if they're just going to be judged by, you know, kind of the sum of their parts, or if it's going to be more of a... Can we get this, like, you know, those kind of blocky building games? I don't know what you'd call it as a genre. They've done the rounds recently in the last few years. I would have called it Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts once upon a time, but nobody remembers that game except me. Nobody liked that game except me, and all of a sudden it seems to have resurfaced as a genre in recent years, and everybody loves it all of a sudden. I don't know why that is, but whatever. I think it's a shame that Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts never got the recognition it deserved, but that is neither here nor there. That's a topic for another day. What we want to know is, how do these spaceships work? Can I shoot off a wing and suddenly my spaceship will become less aerodynamic? Can we shoot off the thruster and your spaceship can become immobile? These are the kind of things I need to know. But on this kind of scale, it's almost going to be hard to tell, I think. Fighting things and looking to see, is like, do we destroy the thruster? What if I knock the thruster off, what happens? It's so minimalist and on such a tiny scale using so many units that it's not necessarily the most obvious of things. Also, I don't know what most of these parts are. They're shooting things off. I guess a lot of the grey things are probably armor. I'm not sure these enemies can actually fight back either, for that matter. So let's grab these guys. Let's move these guys over here. We own all of these things. I should just buy loads of these. Let's have loads of these. I hope the money doesn't carry over between levels or anything, or I'm going to have a problem. So that one's presumably going to... Okay, I'm not capturing that. I'm just trying to capture these. We'll grab a few of those, send that way. I think we got this. So that one's trying to decapture it. Yeah. So we've unlocked another wing. Oh, well, wing and armor, that's what we used. We've unlocked them to build with, I suppose. Flight versus dodgy. Yeah, all ship parts must be connected. We need weapons on the front. Will that work? Does that not count? Probably doesn't count because it's blocking the firing arc of the other gun, maybe? Hard to tell. Mounts hold weapons. Weapon is placed on top of the mount. Oh, I see. So that is the mount. Then we actually need to put that on the mount point, right? So the that red grid there matches up with that red grid. It's like that attaches to one of those. That's okay. We've got, what have I got? That's a reactor, so that it can fight for longer. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Move that to the front. I want my reactor in the middle. I don't feel like a reactor is the sort of thing you want on the front of the ship, or is it? This is a fine question. Do we want to try these things out? Let us see what we can do. Let's see if I can just build a weird ship and see how it handles if I build it weird, like. So if I put all my thrusters like here and wings, I can attach that on there and that on. Yeah, that's a spaceship, sure. I just want to know how these ships work. Presumably I am allowed to rebuild spaceships at some stage. So we've got one of those, one of these weird critters. 218. How do these handle? Let's send them forth. They're trying to capture that with some sort of little scout thing. And well, they're pretty potent, I suppose. One can go up there. So another one of these. We can set things to follow, we can set things to stop. There's self-destruct, I guess, and rally points. Rally points are nice. So if I set a rally point here, they can keep that defended. Send you here, send you here. These are surprisingly potent for weirdo ships. I'm wondering if maybe their stats literally are just the sum of their parts, to be honest. Let's grab those three, send them down that way, see what they can do. There is a big guy there. Ooh, he pretty much just one-shots, but I think he's just got a powerful weapon. I should build a couple more, because they will rally on that and go destroy that. You got my guy. So I'm still not getting to see kind of how these ships fare, because he's just kind of firing big guns at them and smashing them in one go, unfortunately. Although worth note that these strikes do appear to be hitting the front of the ship, which is, you know, mostly wing, and they're still getting destroyed by hitting the wing. Let's just build a bunch of these then. Okay, I am out of money. These better do the job, I suppose. That's everything. I don't know, I'm not good at strategy, what can I say? Everything just go. All things go. Go. Build more things. Have I queued? I have a feeling I've queued up some of these, or I'm mashing it far too many times, because I think it spawned some stuff after I went. Yeah, these things are coming. Yeah, I've got 11 queued there. I can right click to decrease the queue. Okay. So yeah, the whole bunch being built there. I think I've inadvertently maneuvered by right clicking down there and having these things selected. They've tried to fly down here, I think, which is not what I wanted them to do, if I'm honest. We've got another one of the big guys incoming. I need to build things faster in order to be able to keep up with them. Oh my. You guys need to fight this thing. Can you fight this thing? Oh god, I'm getting wrecked. Maybe there's a better kind of spaceship I can do. Or maybe my units can maneuver behind it and destroy its engines. Do it, destroy the engines. I want to believe that this will... Yeah, look at that! It's got a whole little power icon behind it, presumably because I've knocked the engines out of it. Okay, that's kind of cool. There is an element of strategy. If you build the lightweight, more maneuverable ships, you can sort of maneuver them around behind an enemy and flank its weak points. So they can go around there. They can all come around here. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, cool. Get behind it. You guys are fast, you guys are light, you guys can get behind it. You guys can avoid getting hit by missiles and things. I can build another one of those. He can rally to that. Keep that one defended there. You guys kind of still need to hit the big guy. Come on, hit it. Hit him where it hurts. Hit him in the weak points. Don't know at what point I get to use multiple different kinds of ships in my fleets. Okay, so yeah, now... I need to capture this thing. Fairly urgently. We got these guys down here. Let's see if we can't get this one. My entire fleet just got wiped out there. I'm just going to queue a few up, actually. I should queue a few up, because that way it's just going to keep building them as soon as they're available. So if we can take this guy out from behind... I guess the red icon above them... Yeah, the red icon above them must just be their health. There's two more of the big ships there, but I guess by destroying this I'll cut off some of their resources and give me some more resources, which would be nice to have. Just keep the queue coming. Uh-oh. They're flanking me. I should kind of get behind their spawn almost. Ow, that one flew into the path of the missile. That's not good. Oh man. Getting ruined here. This is not working so well. You guys can... That's been captured back to theirs. It's no good to me. You guys head over there. Oh, that's... They didn't actually get in a fight. They just kind of ignored that ship. So I want these guys to hold this. Take out their scouts. The enemy just seems to keep spawning these things almost immediately every time. I think if they're faster, I could dodge some of these missiles and things. I could just outmaneuver the missiles. I think I genuinely could. So I want to be behind this guy. I feel like I need some light scouts just to capture points, as well as these weirdo ships to destroy these guys. Come on. Destroy it! I feel like I should be able to take some resource production off of these guys, but it's not happening. I'll keep one there. One's going to capture that point. These guys need to dodge that. Ooh, that one took a hit on the engine, I guess, is what that was. And capture that point. These guys are just going to have to flank that. I'll have one of you. I'll send you down here. I'm having to play strategy now. I'm not well versed in strategy. Fortunately, I only have to manage one unit. I imagine it gets more complex than this. This is like level, what, 3? I'm having a surprising amount of trouble with level 3 here. I think I want my rally points just to be here, because they're just gonna keep trying to capture that now. So you guys should probably try and kill this big guy. You guys probably also shouldn't just stand in front of it, or you're gonna get wiped out. We've got some firepower. Oh, they've recaptured it, unfortunately. Okay, let's get that. Do more units. That's distracted that guy because he's prioritizing trying to stop me. And we got that. Okay. Could probably capture this before this guy gets close to us. No! Someone got blown up. It's okay, victory! So, I think if the next level's as long as that one, I'm probably not going to get much time to play it. Let's have a look. Let's see what we get. Batteries are lighter and cheaper, so we get to make smaller, lighter craft, I guess. Just put 2 batteries in instead of one of the energy tank things. That's probably what it wants us to build. Put the wings at the back. I don't know. Protect the wings, put them at the back. I don't know if that makes sense. Might do. And yeah, that little lightning bolt means you run out of energy, and you can't. Once you run out of energy, though, units can't move or fire. Okay. So this is oh god, that's a lot of things incoming. Okay, so I do have access to 2 units now. So I've got these, presumably, yeah, $90. These are my fighters. These are absolutely my fighters. And they're gonna make short work of these things pretty quick, actually. Pretty nice. Big swarm of fighters. I dig that. Let's set rally point to be here. Can we kill these guys? They're not fighting very well. Fighters should be chasing these things down. I feel like there's a degree of... There's just a degree of sort of being able to give instructions to things. Can they like patrol an area? Well, there's not a great deal of depth in the strategy as far as like trying to give them instructions, or I don't know, tactics, I suppose is what you'd call it. I don't know the terminology. I'm not a RTS kind of player. I'm a very, very casual RTS kind of player. Hooray! We won that, so we unlock batteries. Cool. Right. There's clearly a good bit of content in this game. Actually, quite a lot of missions, and for a free game, I suppose, one can hardly argue with the amount of content you're getting for the price point. As I say, I still haven't seen any microtransactions or anything. They're not saying, hey, would you like to buy more parts for your ship? Only $2 or anything. So, there is that. I think if you want more depth in your combats, in spite of the fact that you don't actually get any control over the battles, gratuitous space battles is probably more the kind of thing you'd be looking for, because you can build fleets of things and assign different strategies to every different ship in the fleet, and you can plan out a pretty interesting and complex strategy there, and then it's spectacular to watch go. But it will set you back a little bit more money than this game does, because this game will set you back pretty much 0 money. Anyway, this came out on Steam yesterday. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And as I pointed out multiple times, it ain't going to cost you a penny. So you could go take a look at it if you think this looks interesting. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Moroka. This has been Istrolid by Treeform. And I will see you next time.